What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Crazy Scale Models. Today is the unveil of the Old Goat group build hosted by Lucas C on his Facebook page. Link in the description. Yeah, so I'm going to flip the camera around. We'll have just the box, and then I'll show you. This is rendition number 2, build number 2 for this challenge. And we'll talk about that in this video. Alright, so this is the kit, the MPC 67 GTO. The reason they chose this kit is because it's got a bad rap for being a terrible kit, a horrible kit, unbuildable, blah, blah, blah. So, I decided back in January when I did it, I did something a little crazier, which we'll talk about towards the end. Then I decided to redo the build and keep it mostly stock. Alright guys, so there she is. This is my my take on this kit. As you can see, I lowered the front end quite a ways. Left the back, kind of gave it that kind of that street rod muscle car look. I'm going to get this camera, I'm actually holding it at the edge of the bench to keep it low. I'm going to reposition the camera, and then we're going to go over some of the details. Alright, the biggest issue with this kit is I'm going to take the hood off so it just doesn't fly off. The biggest issue is the front grille. So, my fitment is pretty good, not perfect. This isn't the greatest up here. I tried to grind up on the factory styrene and then kind of fill in to give it a better look. Not perfect, but definitely an improvement over what it was. At least for me, both of mine, the rear bumpers have fit just fine. So, but yeah, so that's the biggest issue. With this kit, the only thing that is not stock is the engine. I used Iceman's Collections Tri-Power LS power plant. Ordered a set of his coils so I can do plug wires. Ran a battery cable for the alternator. Ran everything back into this corner. Got heater hoses. Got really small. Let me grab some tweezers or something. Oh, yeah, I guess these. I ran, if you can see them, I used braided fishing line that has wires that run to each ignition coil and injector. Well, to each. To kind of give it that braided wire loom look. These would be from the dry sump oil pan to a tank that I am unable to fit up here, but it's fine. I just kind of tucked them out of the way. Instead of motor mount, I ran a motor plate. Made my own motor plate here. And then, other than that, I did a little bit of gold on the throttle bodies. And then the engine block itself and heads and that are gold. But for under the hood, that's what, got a fingerprint in the clear. Anyways, don't matter, hood will be on it. I did black around the windows. Got the red roll bar. Interior's all stock. For the wheels, I used the Tamiya panel liner with a little bit of black. Mixed it up to thicken it up. And went on the inserts to kind of give it the proper look for these wheels. The underside, you can see the gold. You see the motor plate here. Made my own cross member for the transmission. Back to the completely stock rear end. As for things I'm not a fan of on this build, detail under the hood, which is fine. This is a lot of learning for me, so we'll get better. We will get better. The other thing is I used, let me get one out to show you. I used these little applicators here and use the LP1 Tamiya paint, and that's what I used to go around the windows. Worked really, really well. Did the wiper blades, wiper arms, but I got to the back, and this is the first side I tried to do the raised GTO, and then it turned out terrible. And being that I use a acrylic base clear, I can't use a lacquer thinner to remove it, so I'm just gonna have to leave that alone. I'll clean this up, get my fingerprints off of it, but a lot of learning here. Like I say, every build should get better. Oh, and the last thing is I went a little too low on the front end, because once I put the air cleaner on the engine where it's supposed to sit, and then I try to put the hood on, even I pick the big bubble hood, it won't close. So if I want the hood on, I gotta take the air cleaner off, which, no biggie. I take the hood off. There we go. So, yeah. But there she is, guys. I'm going to, you'll see improvements. I'm going to put this next to build number 1. And, yeah, then you guys see the differences. Alright, guys. Build 1. Build number 2. Same kits. This one had a different chassis, different wheels. I did the Iceman Collections Duramax diesel engine. I tried to kind of do a closeout around it because this one could not run a hood. I need to clean it off. The paint on this one sucks. It looks good, but it's rough. It kind of looks like somebody built in a barn. But I think it's cool. And then this one, the paint job's a lot better. Yeah, I don't think either of these are going to shows. I thought I was going to take this one to shows, but at the end, there's too many little things. But I'll get it cleaned up, get my fingerprints off of it, and we'll see what happens. So I think I need to start using a not acrylic clear. Even I'm using acrylic paints to let everything cure, and use a like a 2K clear or something that's a little harder, so I can handle it and not get my little digit prints all over it. But still, that one looks way better than that one. But they're two different builds. This is kind of like rat rodish, so it doesn't need to be perfect, versus this is kind of more of a clean build. Alright guys, so there you go. There's the number 2 build for the old GOAT group build hosted by Lucas C on his Facebook page. I'm not building a third one, guys. Not happening. I have a second kit. I've gotten lucky with both these kits being fairly decent. A buddy of mine got a kit, and the A-pillar mold was like, I don't even know. Like, it looked like the thing came out of a junkyard. I don't even know if he's going to get it done. I think he might have just disregarded that kit because it took him a little bit to get one because he ordered it off online. Hey, God, that thing was absolutely terrible. So, and that could be, if you get one of those kits that are really bad, that might be why you get the this is unbuildable, because it kind of is. I mean, that's a lot of work to fix if you got to fix A-pillars and that. That being said, the kit is not unbuildable. It's challenging, which is good. Let's get one of those kits. I mean, that's the difference. If you get one of the kits that have A-pillar damage and the body's extremely warped, a lot of stuff like that, I mean, and you're not super into customizing, you're going to drown trying to figure out how to do it. But if you get one of those kits, run to Hobby Lobby or something, if they're still carrying them, and pick another one up when they have the 40% off and see what you get. Because both of mine have come from Hobby Lobby, and they've been fine, other than the front end, which is that's the biggest thing, is the grill. So I'm going to shut up now. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather if it's nice where you're at. And yeah, check out the next video when it comes out. It's going to be the next build, not the 40 Ford. I got to work on painting that, but the next actual build, that is my buddy build with the guy that's got the GTO that looked horrible out of the box. But regardless, see you in the next one, guys. Take care and keep on building.